Hi, this is Wayne Belisle. I'm sorry, I started the video. I'm going to stop this. I started the video in my... There we go. Sorry about that. I really should probably start over. I started the video and my stand collapsed. So, my apologies about that. My name is Wayne Belisle. I'm the owner of the creator of the Smart Profit System and the founder of my own local CPA firm. Been working with small business owners since 1991. Well, actually on my own since 1991. Been working with small business owners since the late 70s. So I've been doing this a long, long time. And I've learned what makes some business owners successful and others not. I'm sorry, I can't help laughing. I really was tempted to start over and went, oh, what the heck, it's live. Did you see the debates yesterday? If you're watching this, the first Democratic debate was yesterday. I didn't sit through it, but I understand they had technical difficulties too, and they have a whole team of people. Mine was just mechanical. The stupid stand just collapsed as I hit start. Yesterday, anyways, like I said, the three things we do that we focus on, the very first one we do is we help our business owners make more money. Pay attention today. We're going to talk about that. What separates the successful business owners from the ones that fail or are just hanging on, all right? And we're going to talk to you about how you can become one of the most successful business owners in your niche, all right? The second thing we do is tax planning. We've helped our clients save over $4.3 million in the last 3 years, and that number's climbing. It's going to start now. We literally start in July and work all the way through the end of December, helping our clients save money. Third thing we do, obviously, is tax returns. Let's talk about it. Yesterday, we talked about the 25 biggest reasons businesses fail. I promised you yesterday that I would talk about why businesses succeed, okay? And really comes down to one thing. I'm going to go into a paper that was released by Moya K. Mason about 4 or 5 years back. What causes small businesses to prosper? If you look at www.moyak.com/papers/small business success, you'll find it. It's an interesting article. If you just Google Moya K. Mason and small business success, I'm sure you'll find it easier. All right. She wrote, and I'm going to read it word for word. What does matter, it turns out, is having a strong grasp of business basics. Without exception, companies that outperform the industry peers excelled at what we call the 4 primary management practices: strategy, execution, culture, and structure. I have to say my own observations back her up. I mean, there is simply no difference. I mean, you can see exactly the difference in what the successful businesses do and what the non-successful business owners do. Then Dan Kennedy says it right, 95% of businesses aren't doing it right, so stop following the crowd. I mean, it's simple as that. Don't follow the crowd, okay? Pay attention to what you're doing, all right? See what they're doing. Do something different is what he's saying, and I agree with him 100%. I've looked through it, and I've seen what successful business owners do, and I've written down a pretty extensive list and trained and worked my coaching and my training around this list in a lot of ways. You have to acquire a strong working knowledge of business basics in all areas. I had pretty good basics. I worked with small business owners from the time I was in college to the time I set up my own business in 1991. But I still didn't have a good basic knowledge of marketing. So I worked on it, still working on it. I've hired coaches myself to help me with this, to help fill that in. Have to have a strategic plan. What is your plan? You have to know where you're going. We discussed this a couple days back. They have to build a strategic profit plan around a clear value proposition for the customer. You have to put a profit plan in place. It's not an accident. The companies that make the most profit planned for making the most profit, all right? You have to commit to marketing and selling their product continuously, not just periodically, okay? They must make all decisions and analyze all results based on actual data. They're data-driven. They're not gut reaction. Yeah, you trust your gut when the data is a little iffy, but at the end of the day, you want to get data. They concentrate their sales efforts on a particular niche or a couple of niches at most, rather than trying to be all things to all people. I tell you, we do 3 things mainly. We help you make more money. We help you cut your taxes. We help make sure you file your taxes following the law and stay undercover, so you're not one of the high nails that gets pounded and you don't send a bunch of red flags up. All right? They develop a way to make their product something that the customer must have, all right, rather than something that is nice to have. All right, tax planning. So it's the easiest sale in the world. Hey, I got a way to save you $50,000. I have 5 people. I got one between $40,000 and $100 and some odd thousand. I have a way for them to save that. I found it. We've identified it. I got the information. It's going to be a very easy phone call to make today. They deliver their products and services in a way that consistently meets and exceeds the customer's expectations. They continually turn out innovative products and services rather than reacting to events. They are looking for ways to be helpful. They empower their employees and managers to make independent decisions and to find a way to improve operations. They're always looking for ways to improve. And they delegate. They have systems in place, all right? They recruit superstar employees, all right? They must hold on, and they hold on to their most talented employees and actively work to develop more superstars. They understand they can't do it all themselves, all right? They hire a mentor or coach. They always, every single one of these that I've seen that are highly successful, have a coach or a mentor, but usually a coach, somebody that's on the outside looking in, helping them, all right? They practice the golden rule, do unto others as you'd have done unto you, in a way that both in their personal dealings, their employee dealings, their customer dealings, they have good ethics, okay? They develop a good accounting system that gives them the information they need to see whether they're doing well. They must become lifetime learners in their business and industry and in the world out there, all right? It's a serious red flag when I, as the CPA, who sees them only once a year or twice a year, know more about their business and their area than they do, all right? When I'm coaching, at some point, business owners get overwhelmed and they see so many things they need to work on, they just freeze up and do nothing. You know, it's like, oh, this is hopeless. I don't know what to do, all right? That's why you have to understand that the key to making more money is combining good ideas plus action, and that gets you a massive profit. So where do you start? Well, you have to decide, identify the top 2 or 3 things, and that's what we're going to do in our challenge that I'm going to talk about in a minute. And work on those 2 or 3 things. When you finish one, pick up the next most important thing. Every business owner knows pretty much where the problem is. And if you don't know where the problem is, hire a coach. I'm available. I'll sit down and talk to you. I can do an exploratory meeting and figure out what are the top 2, 3, 4 items that you should be working on. Imagine how different your business would look on. Remember, good ideas plus action equals massive profits. All right. So that's the key. What you're looking at is spending the time, though, to improve your business rather than just putting out fires and surviving. All right. So the goal is to put 4 hours a week at a minimum into improving your business. 4 times 50 weeks, we'll give you 2 weeks off, plus it makes the math easier. It's 200 hours a year improving your business. All right. How many of your competitors do you think are actually doing that? All right. So what do you got to do? Educate yourself. All right. And then take some action every month. And I'm going to give you an easy way to do it. And you know, let me get this so that I can get the right. August 8th, I'm starting my challenge. On the bottom of this video, and I'm going to be sending out an email if you're on my email list. I'm going to post it on YouTube. I'm going to post it pretty much everywhere. On the bottom of my video, it's going to be I'm going to have my next challenge. So July 8th. So it's time to declare your independence from slow growth, no profits, working too much and getting very little in return. Bringing in a bunch of money with your left hand and sending out a bunch of money with your right hand and hoping a few pennies stay with you. It's time to declare your independence from all of that. It's time to declare your independence from worry. It's time to declare your independence from not making enough money, where you could literally make more money working for somebody else, all right? In this, it's a 5-day challenge. It's a work thing, all right? I'm sorry. You can come in and listen and get some ideas, but literally at the end of the challenge, you're going to have a plan on the top 2 or 3 things and the best ways that I've seen working with thousands of businesses for you to make more money, all right? What you want to do is to sign up for this, and I'll have the link in there, but it's www.thesmartprofitmaximizer. The Smart Profit Maximizer, one word, Maximizer, MAXIMIZER, if you don't know it, .com/challenge. Now, I'm going to have a link in that. If you can't find for whatever reason you can't find it, shoot me an email, wayne@wjb-cpa.com. Message me on Facebook, whatever. You can find me. Search for me. I guarantee you I'm out there. I've put enough material out. And in it, we're going to talk about discovering the essential profit growth strategies that will transform your business into a money-making machine. All right? As simple as that. If in those 5 days, we're going to start with one, identifying the fastest way to increase sales by increasing sales to your current customers. We're going to talk about that. Day 2, we're going to talk about managing your money, how to quickly take your current sales and add a ton of money to your bottom line. I've done that myself. I increased, literally lowered my top line by 40,000, increased 90,000 in my profits. All right, I had a client that sales were flat. We increased their profits by 360,000. We're going to show you those strategies in day 2. In day 3, we're going to talk about how to do it faster, how to accelerate your profits, how to get there quicker. What things do you need to do? Day 4, we're going to talk about recurring revenue, which is the number one thing that separates those most successful businesses from those that aren't. Day 5 is a twofer. We're going to end strong. All right, this is how to save taxes for your business. We're going to give you a ton of tax saving tips and what to do next, how to keep the ball rolling. You're going to walk out of this 5-day challenge with a plan. All right, it starts August 8th. Look for it. Don't be afraid to make this your time to declare your independence from slow growth and no profits and working like a dog and getting nothing in return. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Belisle saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. And sorry about that beginning.